Hey guys, welcome to Planet Coaster. If you're looking at it right now, you see the screen's very dark. It is intended to be, so don't adjust your brightness or anything. If you like what you're seeing on the channel so far, if you like where things are going, comment, subscribe, like, see what you got. We're going to be playing Planet Coaster today, like I said, but the reason the screen is black is because we're going to kind of start at the end and come back and show you how we got there kind of deal. So here's a overview of what everything looks like before we get started. It's daylight, it's beautiful blank canvas. You guys scenic pond or lake out there in the background. So we're going to get to play in here and see what we got. This is I think it's the deciduous map. It's hard challenge mode on medium. So we're going to get building here. I'm jumping around a little bit. Just wanted to highlight a couple things. Moving from the blank map into the roller coaster. And we're going to jump from the roller coaster ride here to a time lapse, but we're going to go over some details about what's going on in this map. We're going to go over kind of why we're on this coaster now, and we're going to do an overview of once the park is finished with this episode. So lots of good things to come, guys. Appreciate y'all being here, and yeah, get ready and hang on for the ride. Thanks. guys, we're going to take a little time out from the music and just come back and look at kind of what we got going on. So far you see we got a couple rides up. We've got a little bit of decorations and one kind of facility building going so far. Nothing too major. So this little ride we're currently building, I'm not real happy with. I'm going to be replacing it, reworking it, something. But it's just kind of blah. And I don't really know a better way to put it than that. It's just kind of there. So definitely gonna be reworking it and figuring out a better way to do it. But the coaster in the background is doing great. We're racking some serious money in on this challenge. So I think we've already met 2 or 3 of the challenges and got the extra money. So yeah, we're definitely making some good progress. We're gonna keep working though. Once we get this horrible ride going. And like I said, I'm going to try to dress it up a little bit just for the end of the video, but this is definitely going to be changing. The rest of the park, we're doing decent with the decorating stuff. We've got a decent scenery bonus, and we got a good park balance, so we're gonna kind of build on that and keep going. If you've got some suggestions on how you want the park to go, let me know. Drop them in the comments. Like I said, I'm looking for the rustic kind of, not so much western, but rustic kind of what I would imagine an Oregon or California redwood type forest thing would be. So we're going to try to get there, but hey, we're going to jump back into the time lapse and we'll see y'all on the other side. Welcome back, guys, from the time lapse. Hope you enjoyed everything you saw so far. We're going to go through a little detailed overview of the park and see what's going on and kind of make plans on things to come in future episodes. So, once again, if you like the series so far, if you like things that are going or want to learn more about Planet Coaster, like, subscribe, let me know in the comments what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see more of, what you don't care of. Excuse me with the camera here just a little bit. I'm just kind of getting used to it, but we're going to back up and we're going to start at the actual spawn point. In every Planet Coaster map that I've seen so far, there's a cave that you start in, and there's actually a spawn point like this you can come from. So we're going to exit out of the cave. As you can see, the park is a little more detailed. We got these new lanterns on a post and everything. Got everything walking right there. So the first building we're going to go in is right here to the left. It's going to be our main little concessions area deal here. As you can see, it's a rustic style park, and we're going to kind of get used to the scenery here. And we got our hot dog squad, we got our two gulpies, gulpy, and then we've got the Street Fox coffee over here in the corner. So you're gonna notice one theme going through here. These lantern lights and the American flag buntings are going to be used a lot, and also the fir trees. They're probably maybe a little bit overused, but I like them. So we got our chief beef over here. You've got to have a chief beef, and you've got our Mystic Cow slushy place. So I plan on coming back and putting a little more lights on these. This was kind of the very beginning of the park, as you saw in the time lapse. The restrooms back there on the right. You'll notice I'm charging actually $1 for them, and the reason for that was in challenge mode to offset the cost of the actual the loss of the bathrooms. So I put it as $1, and it's actually been used so much we're making about $200 a month off of it. So in real life, you know, that'd be kind of crazy, and you'd have a lawsuit on you pretty quick. But in Planet Coaster, it's all good. Across from that, there's the first aid station. I left it free just because it helps me out by not having vomit on my paths. So I would rather, you know, have a little loss there. But as you can see, it's lost, I believe, $2,000 something right there. So you can see that just how important it is to watch your finances. Back here behind us, we've got the Swinging Fury, which is, I believe, the Insanity. It's either Insanity or it's I don't remember the actual ride name. But this is our double entrance to this one and to the Parapsychia or Psychia little spinny place. So as you can see, we've got our classic brick building, we've got our ride there, and then we've got the lantern lights again in some firs. Like I said, we're shooting for the rustic feel, and I'm going to be going through the park, or going to the Steam Workshop to find more assets to help me out with that. So you can see right there in the corner, we've got our little spinny ride. And I think it's Sicaria, something like that. So excuse my mispronunciation there. And actually, here's our first roller coaster that you saw in the time before we went into the time lapse. This is the one we rode. This is the Madness one. I said before I'd explain a little more about it, but that was the first thing we got on the challenge mode medium. You start with $4,000. That's $3,700. So you can kind of see it's just the pre-made, but it does make you a lot of money from the beginning. So if you can afford a coaster right out of the gate, it's good to get one, and especially that one. It's a very good starter coaster. So, and it actually helped us make one of our challenges right off the bat. It was the 50-meter coaster, and that one comes in just over that, so we got $1,000 back. So we were making money right out of the gate. So back down to our paths. As you can see, it's decorated heavily with the firs and everything like that. I've got to work on a couple of these little paths, but yeah, as you can see in here, we've got our research going, and we're still making a healthy profit off what we've got. So the challenge mode is a success so far, and we've got janitors and a maintenance crew and a entertainer. So we're actually doing pretty good on staff right now. We've got everything pretty much handled. You can see a couple of the vendors are kind of grumpy, but if you work retail doing food all day, you probably would be too. And shout out to all of our waiters and waitresses out there. We love y'all. Thank you for your excellent service. And yes, I do tip and try to tip like I'm supposed to, depending on my service. So, excuse me. Alright, back to the game. So, we're going to go down this little path here, and I'm leaving at nighttime. Oh, actually, I think we're going to go back here first. I'm recording this a little bit after, so here we go. Back to our Swinging Fury, and that ride right there, any of the thrill rides are a solid addition to a challenge motor park. They rake in just a bunch of money if you set them right, and if you decorate the queues, you can get $10, $12, $14. So we're going to ease back down here to the asset on the end, and this was actually a custom asset off the Steam Workshop. And as you can see, there's a couple palm trees on it I've got to fix, but in a whole, this is a great asset, especially to put around a water feature. So as you can see, I'm highlighting the palm tree there, but it just looks awesome. So whoever made this, I'll put the author in the description down there, but it is fantastic. And I'm back there on the back. This water thing I'm going to have to rework. I don't like the way it is. I just wanted something to kind of set up and help make some money and to see what's going. But hope you liked the episode so far. Hope you like the excited for the series. Like, subscribe, leave me some love in the comments. Thank y'all, and see you next time.